everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for tuning in again. It's Dom.
And Alex.
And we're here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, Episode 8. So we're getting into the season. We are in this gig, girl.
We are pretty much to the point now where it's like, other than our eliminated queen this episode, it's like, it is anybody's game.
It's anybody's game. None of these queens suck. All of these queens have real drag, something to show us. Yeah. And they're all trying to get there.
It's true. Even the queen that did get eliminated this episode, we have had a strong opinion of this queen
for
quite some time. But even despite all of the things that we feel are justifiable in what we've said, we actually still really like this queen.
But yeah, we still loved her. And in honor of our
dearly
departed Pheromone, the toddler of RuPaul's Drag Race,
we decided to make a cocktail in her honor, and we thought, what do toddlers like to drink? Chocolate milk.
Brilliant, right?
So we decided to make a hot chocolate, Bailey's infused cocktail with a pink sugar rim.
Because pink sprinkles are both exceptionally glittery and highlighted, like Farrah, and she likes to wear her hair pink.
She looks kind of like a porcelain doll, and which people on the planet look really, really pale and white?
The Irish. Shit.
So we cheers, and thus we drink the Moaning Farrah. Yes. That's actually really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Pheromone, I think Pheromone has given me the inspiration. Whenever something happens at work and I'm either A, not wanting to do it, or B, I'm not sure, I'm just going to go,
She's inspired me to use a skill that I've had for a long time, but have tried to retire, but I'm bringing it back. Do it for me. So this week we had not quite a mini challenge, but our favorite RuPaul activity, the library opened.
The library was open. And it was
cute.
It was fun. I find it fascinating because you only have, each queen only really got like 2 reads. And you know they go down the entire line.
Yeah. So and then like everybody got like a read. I feel like some of them didn't even get 2. Well, they did, but it was like a read and a half.
Exactly. And
Sorry, girl.
I think they might even post it. We might have to check on Logo TV or VH1 or something. Because they have to have more.
The full
rest of the
reads like they did every other season on Logo. Were there any reads that stood out to you? Like, give us like your favorite read from a queen.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh, Sasha saying that Shay's clothing reminder of coming to America.
Too. It's like your fashion coming to America. Your teeth, Jurassic Park.
We salute you.
Yeah. So what about like the read where you were just like, or the person who expected to give us like some real ass reads, and it was just kind of.
Which person was that?
For me, it was Alexis.
Oh, really?
Alexis just seems like a shit-talking queen. I think it's because she's a yenta. Like, she's always talking. She's, like, never fucking shuts up. Kind of like her reads were just...
Okay.
Like, when I think that Valentina did a better read than you.
Right? And Valentina does not scream comedy queen, but she, yet again...
She figured it the fuck out.
I am so devastated that we didn't get to hear RuPaul say, "Get out your library cords." So when that didn't happen, I was a little bit disappointed. Now we can leave the library.
That's totally fair. We can get to the main challenge, which was the RuPaul roast. But before the main challenge, we did have our This Week on Oprah.
So this week on Oprah, in the RuPaul's Drag Race workroom, the conversation seemed to talk about comedy and
body image.
Comedy and body image. And Michelle ended up taking a significant amount of
jabs at her body. I think that the reason that they honed in on that is because, let's be honest, Alexis Michelle is a fierce queen. She's got great drag. The outfits have been decent. A few questionable, but a few just really fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think that was the queen's way of being like, I don't talk about Alexis. She talks too much and she's bigger than us.
Because RuPaul brings up the point. So it's okay for you to make fun of people. It's not okay for people to make fun of you.
You can't
and I think what she kind of overlooked is the fact that Alexis was targeted on things that she specifically mentioned. I have insecurities about this. And then someone takes that and makes a joke about it. I kind of get that. In the sense where it's like, why would you make a joke about this thing I'm sensitive about? I also feel like it's not like someone made a comment.
Like, you're a fat fucking cow, bitch.
Exactly. It's the library challenge.
You know that there's going to be some shit talking there, and I think that it was an untucked after the fact, but like Valentina made a point, like, we're all dudes. Like,
I think it was more of like she likes Broadway and she's broad. I think I don't think that was as malicious. You should have a sense of humor about yourself, especially if you want to be anywhere resembling the entertainment industry.
You can't really say, please don't talk about it.
Exactly. It's like they're going to go for the obvious. They made fun of Delta Work in season 3 about her size.
Yep.
They made fun of Darien Lake in season 6 about her size. So it's like, if you are remotely on the curvy side of things, and
somebody's
it's the library challenge, someone's
going
to make that joke. Or you got to realize, did they make the comment because they just decided to make the comment, or was it part of the task at hand?
And I'm sorry, I work at a place where whenever we ask somebody to do something, the typical answer is like, "Hey, could you give me some more FedEx paper? Your mom's FedEx paper." And 3 people will laugh. Minimum. It works. So now we're moving on to the main challenge, which was the Rupaul roast, but the twist, which we knew kind of last week from those lovely Twitter previews, thanks, VH1 logo, that it was going to be Rupaul roast, but not for Rupaul. It was going to be for someone else. Now, my guess was always going to be Michelle Visage, and it absolutely was, which is perfect, because who else? Santino?
There it is.
So, reading the lovely Miss Michelle Visage. So, Valentina won the
library challenge order.
She had picked the order queens got to perform, and she tried to be pretty fair about it.
She tried to be pretty diplomatic.
She's like, "Hey, where do you want to go?"
Season 3, season 4, season 5. I just think they need to have a season of nothing but pageant queens.
Oh my god!
Because it would be crazy.
Drop me in the middle like the cream in an Oreo, okay? Thanks.
Alexis Michelle offered to go last.
Pheromone actually was just laying there, but you heard a pheromone moan, and you were like, "What's happening?" Look up, and Valentina is not only praying to Guadalupe. She's also making this face and going.
I was gonna say, Guadalupe, por favor, me ayudas porque no tengo nada. Like, wait.
And then
Shea Coulee having the moment of the episode, just going.
Guadalupe is not gonna help you write these jokes.
So yeah, that was basically it. Ross and Rupaul come through. Ross's first time in the workroom. What else? And we get like a half second with, I think, Pheromone, and then like what felt like a solid minute and a half with Alexis Michelle, and I was like, I wonder who's going to struggle this week.
So we get to the roast, which is amazing. Rupaul walks on and then announces that the roast is actually for Michelle. There's an audience with who we're having a good time. And Shea Coulee, who was fantastic. She was wearing the same wig that Nina wore as Jasmine Masters, and I just want to know, whose wig is it? Let's be honest, Nina has shown us that she owns 3 wigs this entire season.
Who wig that be?
Who wig? Ask me anything. Question for one of them. Whose wig is it?
Whose wig? Because I'm not buying you both showed up to Drag Race with the exact same wig.
I wish I knew how to use Reddit. She did a great job. Another huge standout for me was Sasha Velour. Guys, I like a smart joke. She was the only one who really gave us what a roast is. Like a running line of jokes about the person.
Yes.
You take a few jabs at their homies, and then you get off the fucking stage. I like that she stuck with the Michelle Visage so Jersey, because there are 19,000 jokes you can make, and no matter what, they're gonna probably land. She had to be like, put me anywhere in the middle.
Anywhere in the middle.
Or I could roll on to making fun of somebody else.
Well, see, I would be the hooker that would say, let me go second.
Yeah.
I'm usually that one, because I'm like...
This was really good, by the
way.
Yeah, so you'd have been the one who's like, I need to go second. I need to go for this gig, girl.
I would have been like, I don't want to go first because I'll be too nervous, but let me go after the first person who hopefully won't do that well.
Right.
Because both the queens that did well and poorly, like, on average, you got to hear 2 of their jokes.
And Peppermint got her own theme music when she walked onto the stage, so we knew how she was going to do.
Anybody else notice that? Because I noticed that. It's like everyone's like, next up is this person, next up is this person, and applause and nothing going on. Next up is Peppermint. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, wait, she's the one we're supposed to like.
All right, now we're going to go into Shady Shit Talker Corner.
Okay, this is the shadiest thing I'm going to say all season, probably, or at least it's the shadiest thing I've said all season.
It's true.
I gotta be honest, for the queen that delivered nothing as Nene Leakes, who during the library challenge did very little.
I had something funny.
I had a hard time believing those jokes were Peppermint originals. There, I said it.
No, she hasn't been funny all season.
The entire season.
And then all of a sudden they give her an hour to write a couple jokes, and they're like zing, 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 zing. It's like you had that type of time during Snatch Game.
I think you had more time.
You had more time during Snatch Game because you had to make an outfit and you got time to write.
Exactly, and you got to sit there and come up with shit while the questions were being asked. So I'm like, I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, you're hilarious?
Like, effectively, the roast is effectively stand-up comedy, and that is hard.
Yeah. It's the hardest. Like, Snatch Game would be easier, because they guide you.
I was going to say, and effectively, it's like you're bouncing off of the energy and the questions of somebody else.
Yeah.
A roast, stand up, you are by yourself and talking.
That's it.
And if I'm wrong, I will wholeheartedly owe up to it. However, prove me wrong, have fun doing that.
Boom.
Those jokes felt very Bianca Del Rio.
They felt
very Bob the Drag Queen.
Sure did.
So
The shade of it all.
The shade of it all. And like I said, I wasn't in the room. I could easily be wrong. I just found that to be a very amusing coincidence.
We had a couple of really poor performers. Trinity Taylor. Create a character.
Create a little southern white trash character.
Little
which was
hillbilly girl.
It had its moments. So yeah, and then you had Pheromone, who unfortunately got the, okay, I'm supposed to be mean, but didn't quite understand that you're mean, but it has to have like a punchline.
Yeah, it has to like that comedy mean line.
Yeah.
Has to have a punchline.
Exactly.
It has to be funny.
And it's fine because Pheromone has probably never roasted anyone ever, and I'm sure none of the queens, or several of the queens hadn't. She just had the hardest time identifying the connection between being mean and connecting it to a joke.
And I think we had Alexis Michelle on stage, who, I'm not going to lie, I had very high expectations from, because she's a New York queen. New York queens notoriously are they're very good at a good old fashioned roast. We got our Bobs and we have our Biancas. Sorry, bar. So she gets on stage looking like Elphaba. So I was like, how is Wicked gonna be a part of this roast?
Since that. If it was going to be green, like the fact she was green, the fact that she was green somehow needed to tie in to every joke. You're on stage for the rest of the time, green for no reason. Like, all of her jokes should have somehow incorporated green, whether it was money,
is why I'm on YouTube.
Envy. So effectively we have that roast.
Yep.
And it was great. There were some really great moments, some not so great moments. The top queens turn out to be Sasha Velour, Shea Coulee, and Peppermint.
Yes.
The bottom queens turned out to be Trinity Taylor, Pheromone, and Alexis Michelle.
And if we didn't allude to it enough by the theme music and us accusing her of plagiarism, the winner was Peppermint.
Peppermint wins!
Surprise, surprise, she talked about not winning a challenge at all at the beginning of the episode, and then all of a sudden she got theme music, and then all of a sudden she told somebody else's jokes, and here we are.
And to be honest,
it should have been Sasha's.
I think it should have been Sasha's, because her jokes felt a little bit more original, but who knows?
They were very Sasha. In my opinion, like, that's why I think Sasha should have won. I feel like Sasha stays on brand with her fashion, with the choices she makes, no matter what the parameters are.
Yep.
And in this particular instance, she absolutely did that. For the first week, she wore a wig that didn't actually have a lace front. She gave us a little Robbie Turner solid hairline realness. But I mean, I prefer that to having to watch that lace front just come up.
I was going to say, we did not have an H&M pink wrap skirt. But this is just us throwing shade. We could be wrong. We could be wrong as sandals with socks, and that is completely fair.
I throw shade at Peppermint weekly if you're still watching this. So
I was going to say, like, hopefully she should know that we love all the queens anyway. These are just our opinions. So, anyway, bottom two turned out to be Alexis Michelle and Miss Pheromone.
Which we kind of knew.
We kind of knew going into that lip sync that was going to be the case. What was fascinating to the two of us, at least, because we were over at the Phoenix bar in Las Vegas. Shout out. It's like, pay us. So we were watching it, and we're watching the lip sync, and we're expecting Alexis Michelle to just burn the stage down with talent. And we're both sitting here going, is Pheromone turning this out?
Okay, now I've been saying Pheromone should go home since Meet the Queens. Let's be really honest. Like, she didn't impress me then, and to be honest, she hasn't impressed me so much.
Episode 1 for me, it was pretty much like, why is Asha here? Why is Pheromone here?
In this particular week, like, it was a Dolly lip sync. She had that beautiful gown.
Oh my God.
She had that gorgeous pink wig on.
Excuse me
while we lick the rim.
Don't say
She had that gorgeous pink wig, and she was giving us young Dolly Parton realness.
So
beautiful. Because that's one thing that Pheromone has always been, as shady as I've fucking been to her. Pheromone is a gorgeous ass queen.
She is a gorgeous queen, and I thought maybe it was just possibly a fluke when she did really well in that Meghan Trainor lip sync.
Oh, me too, but it wasn't.
It's not a fluke.
Bitch can turn a lip sync.
We saw her do 2 lip syncs, and in both of those lip syncs, she did really well. I would say Pheromone is a really good lip sync.
Yeah, she did her little strut. I was like, that is so Dolly. That is so cute.
It was really freaking cute. Now, Alexis Michelle, when I first watched the lip sync, I was like, they're about to send Alexis Michelle home because to me there's only one. There's a clear winner in this lip sync.
Only one star on this lip sync.
Alexis Michelle is still my honorable mention, but I'm sitting here going,
what?
Like are they about to send Alexis home?
And I made a shady comment about how RuPaul's just trying to keep her homegirls on the show on Twitter. She'll never see it. It's fine.
Not this week.
Not this week, and probably not next week or beyond. I've had that feeling about Peppermint, and kind of like rubbed off on Alexis Michelle as well, because I was like, why are we keeping you? Like, why are we keeping you here, especially after this lip sync? But then after kind of looking at it, I was like, well, it's true. Like, Alexis Michelle does have a win. She does have more drag that I want to see.
Yeah.
I just hate that if we had to base it on lip syncing for your life, which is the premise.
Farrah
would have stayed. Farrah would have stayed.
Farrah kind of wiped the floor.
She gave us everything
we needed.
lip sync. And also for Alexis Michelle to slide into that split and not go fully into a split. I have questions. Like, people aren't going to notice that all of a sudden our glasses are back and our drinks are full.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So we lose our beloved...
Our Moaning Farrah.
Moaning Farrah.
Who so perfectly served as the inspiration for this drink.
And can I just say, as much shit as I've talked about pheromone...
as much shit as we've both talked about
season of YouTube, Pheromone's always been pretty. And gorgeous. I love watching Pheromone just not excel at anything, really. Other than being perfect and beautiful.
Other than just being...
So, I mean, like, when I shade her in that way, she's Miss United States.
Look, she's one of those ones, if I say something negative about Pheromone, someone would be like, you're just hating. And I'm like, have you seen Pheromone? She is gorgeous. Of course I'm hating.
Out of it, yeah, exactly. That's all the time they'd be like, Dominique, why are you hating on that girl? You're just jealous. I'd be like, you're right.
We're hating, but at the same time, the negative things they say about her and her challenge performance, not entirely incorrect.
They're not inaccurate. Not entirely. So we dedicate our second round of Moaning Farrahs to the best Moaning Farrah.
Going into episode 9, which would be next week,
yes.
Who do we think's in trouble?
Nina Bonina Brown.
I think Nina Bonina Brown.
Alexis Michelle is not out of the woods.
I don't think she's out of the woods. I don't know what it is. Something gives me the impression that Alexis Michelle's, if not going to the end, going top 4. I don't know what it is. There's something about the editing that makes me go, she's not leaving.
So
because Nina Bonina Brown.
She'll beat Sasha then. Or she's either going to, because here's the thing, she's either going to have to beat Sasha or Nina. I don't think Valentina's going anywhere, although I think we'll see Valentina either get top or get in trouble next week. Like, there's only one person who's going to have a safe spot next week, so it doesn't really, and nobody's really safe in that spot.
No.
So I think we're definitely going to see Valentina either pull it out or maybe not, which she's my girl, so I have all hope that she's going to pull it out. And I think we're going to see Sasha have to kind of do the same thing, because in terms of consistency, Shay and Trinity have never given us a reason to worry about their consistency.
Exactly.
They just haven't.
Exactly.
Like, Trinity was in the bottom one time, and even then I was like,
you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
And then she had the added bonus of being against Charlie Hides, which was just like, in case you were worried about going home, I'm just not going to do it.
Trinity Taylor is our true lip sync slayer, and I feel like if Shay ever got in the bottom, we'd have to feel the same way.
No, I think the lip sync of all lip syncs of this season would be Trinity Taylor versus Peppermint. If we can make that happen, Logo VH1, World of Wonder, RuPaul.
World of Wonder, RuPaul.
We can make that happen.
Massage, because I feel like she can hear me when I speak.
Exactly. I feel like that would be like a... Who was it? Who were they? Joan Crawford versus... Who was it? Joan Crawford?
Betty Davis.
That would be like epic proportion lip syncing right there. That'd be amazing.
Oh my god, it would basically be like a Battle of the Titans, and I would be here for it.
Exactly.
I
agree. Nina Bonina Brown, I feel like her episodes with us are numbered, and I'm having a really hard time coming up with a beverage for Nina Bonina Brown.
I'm not. I know what I'm going to make.
Oh, do you?
So I think those are the queens that we're going to see start to have to use their fight or flight.
I feel like the rest of the queens left, as much as we loved Farrah.
I feel
like now it is literally eat or be eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
It's any woman's game, if we're being perfectly honest, because the skill set is very diverse. And the only challenge we can say that we will probably definitely see in these next few episodes is a singing challenge. And I feel like some of these girls got vocals, and some of these girls definitely don't have vocals, which is the reason why I don't think it might not be Alexis next week. I think I'm going to have to see another queen.
Yeah, I think, I don't know
slay
why.
that dragon.
I think the only queen that probably is safe for at least another 3 episodes is Shay. I think Trinity might have a bye for at least a week or 2 before she's in trouble again.
Right.
Maybe even Sasha.
Maybe.
Everybody else,
Everybody
I'm
else
just
is like, girl, what you gonna do?
I think Nina could be next, and then after Nina, I'm like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I know they want us to kind of root for Alexis Michelle to go home, but I'm not confident she's leaving in the next 2 episodes.
Well,
I'm really not. And if she doesn't, it becomes a question of who will.
Is it?
And it's like, oh my God, I love everyone.
So, I mean, this is when it gets exciting because you're like, no
real
matter who
exciting.
goes home, I love them.
Exactly.
And what am I going to do?
Exactly. Oh, we can't wait.
Can't wait.
We cannot wait.
And I can't wait to share with you guys.
We so cannot wait. We appreciate you guys.
All 7 of you.
All 7 of you that are still watching. We appreciate you guys so, so much for being on this journey with us. Thank you so, so much. As we normally say at the beginning, but now we're saying it at the end, please don't be offended by anything that we say.
Nope.
This is all in fun. We have great respect for the show, for the queens on there. And if we say something about them that's shady, it's out of love. So love
our queens. Love RuPaul's Drag Race. So glad that we're still here watching this show
after
all these years together.
Oh, cheers to that.
Yay.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
DHR. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.